Joining me on the Tarot Machine. This is your monthly tarot reading for the month of December 2016, and this will be for the sign of Pisces. So let me go ahead and give these cards a shuffle to see what energies you'll be working with for the month. And also, let me give you some love cards to see what love energies you'll be working with for the month. Okay, for the first week of December 2016, Pisces, you have the Two of Swords, the Justice upright, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Let's start with the first card. The first card is the Two of Swords. So, for the first week of December 2016, you may be caught to be making a decision on a matter that you feel that you took a lot of time of thinking about. You kind of caught in the middle of making a decision, and either the decision is to benefit you some kind of any kind of way in your life. You can be emotional or financial or anything that is been weighing on your mind that you've been sitting back trying to waver off of making a decision. But within the first week you will want to make a decision on it, because you caught is having you double check and rethink information when it comes to whatever decision you have to make. The second card you have for the first week of December is the Justice and upright. So maybe the decision has something to do with a legal matter or some kind of paperwork that you feel that you need to either sign, looked over, or is concerning a certain matter. But whatever decision you're going to make, it shows that for that first week, the decision will go in your favor, whatever decision you will have to make. And you're waiting for somebody else to cast their opinion on that situation, because judgment usually takes a third party to look into the situation, to be a neutral party to two other parties, so it can come out fair and balanced. The last card you have is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So whatever decision that you have on your mind, it will not waver. It won't waver or have you decreasing or having you feel like you're left empty on the decision that is being made. So it's showing that with the decision, it's having no real effect on your feelings of feeling like you're suffering because of that decision. And on the love aspect, you got the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is usually a card of rest. So maybe for this week, because you're so focused on making this decision, maybe you're taking a rest. If you're single, maybe you're taking a rest on trying to find somebody new to bring in your life. You deciding to clear a personal matter up before you try to bring somebody else in your personal fold. If you are a couple, it's showing that maybe you're resting on a situation that involves your companion. You want to, maybe the decision is weighing on you or having an effect on you and your mate. So what it ends up being is you're going to kind of step out the picture to take a better look at it. And the rest is not just physically sleeping, it's stepping back off the situation that you and your companion is in to get a different point of view, or try to relax your mind to see the options before a certain choice may have to be made in your relationship. So the second week of December 2016, you have the Queen of Swords upright, the Seven of Swords upright, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So the Queen of Swords is showing that whoever you're gonna be dealing with the second week, they are female. They can be an air sign, and they could be always a person that knows how to use their words to get what they need out. And maybe you dealing with this person by going to them to get some advice, and the advice they're giving you is very thought, is very logical, is very systematic, and you can use it. Or maybe you is taking this standpoint on the decision you had to make on the prior week to finally look at stuff from a mental level and use your mental power to clear out the situation. The second card you have is the Seven of Swords. So when in the second week, you could be coming across a person that is very deceptive and sneaky, or taking all what they can out the current situation that you involved with them. And this can be on business or personal. They want to get more than their fair share when it comes to a certain thing that you may be holding, or you may be in with a group situation. This person is out for theirs, and they will use any kind of method to get it. So you might have to watch out. And the third card you have is the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands is usually, a knight is the first one with charge out. They always be the first one with information, and they always is the first to take action. But whoever this person is they're not taking no action on the situation, and maybe the decision has something to do from the prior week with this person. They is showing no enthusiastic, or they ain't showing no fire towards the subject, and maybe this is the person that's trying to get more than their fair share in the situation with you. Because the person that is a Seven of Swords usually is a person that do not put in a lot of work. They don't put a lot of effort into trying to get more than they deserve. And for your love card, you got the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is, if you single, you may be meeting with somebody that you feel that you are connected to, that you can figure them out. You can figure, if you in a relationship, it is, you can sense their emotions, you can sense they mood, and you on point on guessing how that person is before you get fully involved with them. And everything about them with the High Priestess is left open for interpretation, and they let it all hang out basically. And maybe one of the people you're talking to as a single is, you've already figured this person out as being basically a user. So you already figured the person is a user, and you already sensed that with the person. If you are a couple with somebody, it's showing that it's a third. Your intuition is right, because you feel that it's another person in your midst that's trying to do something and to manipulate your relationship with your partner. So what they're doing is they're interjecting their opinions, their standpoints into your relationship, and you see how this third person is operating within your relationship. A person that's a Seven of Swords is also a jealous person. So maybe you dealing with a person that's in your midst as you with your companion, or they involve somehow within your marriage that you find out they're jealous and greedy, or they might be jealous of you and how your relationship is with your companion, and you already sense that person in your midst, and you would want to kind of stay away from the person or keep an eagle eye on that person before that person throws a monkey wrench in your relationship. The third week of December 2016 for Pisces, you have the Three of Wands upright, um, Judgment in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. So what it's saying is, whatever you did in the prior weeks, and if it has something to do with that decision, it's setting you up to have something come to you at a later time. So basically, you already have two wands of previous moves in the ground that you know they're guaranteed, and you waiting for a third one to come in, and maybe the decision had a something to do with a third action that you probably setting up, of like for the coming year. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions that they go and find new job, or they want to do better for the new year, and maybe that's one of the options you was doing when you was at the beginning of the month trying to decide something. But now it seemed like you made the decision, and you put the decision on the table, or you put your efforts out there. Now you, in the sense of, once you put it out there, you waiting for it to come back. The second card you have is Judgment in reverse. So the Judgment in reverse is showing that whatever decision or anything in your life that you waiting for somebody to show some balance in the situation, but it's showing that there's no balance within the situation. This is a situation, it's not, it's almost like a do or die situation. It's showing that you was probably doing putting it out there and hoping that it will have some kind of balance to it, but it's not. It's like a give and take. Either you're going to do it and lose something on the back end of it, and that's a decision that apparently, with you being caught with making a decision, the decision has already been made. So, and the third card you have is the Ace of Cups in the upright. So whatever this thing, brand new thing that you putting in there, even though it's not giving you a fair balance of what you want out of it, it is giving you a new direction when it comes to doing something that makes you fulfilled, or is something very close to the heart when it comes to whatever this new option that you waiting to come in. You hold it more dear than any other thing that you put up out there. So, and it also means it could be a new chance for new love coming towards you. So for your love card, you have the Emperor in the upright. The Emperor is, if you're single, you're looking for a person that displays more power within themselves. They know about themselves. They know about their situations they get themselves into. They're very responsible person. So these are the characteristics, if you're single, is what you're looking for. And maybe that's one of the new loves that you're trying to look for, is a person that has those characteristics that you find attractive, and somebody you want to bring in your life and keep around. If you are a couple, it's showing that, because the third week of December is usually the week of Christmas, or getting down to Christmas, it's showing that your companion, it will be in a more dominating role. They will have more control. If you married, your husband will play the father role and everything, or or you have grandparents, they playing the grandfather role of being, the whole thing for Christmas, and displaying control over the situations with family. And for females, it's showing that you have a display of control from a nurturing side. You will have control over your situation and your things with your companion on a nurturing level. So you will have control one way, while your companion can have control in another way, to being stern and being very direct when it comes to their actions. The last week of December 2016, you got the Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. The Five of Wands is showing, based on this reading, based on this decision you're trying to do and set forward, it's saying that you're going to get a victory out of it. So, but the victory is going to come at a cost to somebody else's burden. So it's saying being wise is, when you get this victory, make sure this victory that you're getting, that's a personal triumph to you, that is not hurting somebody else and ruining the blessing of this reward that you're getting. And that's what the main thing about it, about the Five of Swords. It is a victory, but it has a cost to pay with this victory, either for you or for somebody else that was involved with the situation. The second card you have is the Eight of Wands. So whatever this victory is, it's coming in real fast. Maybe you was waiting for some news to come in so you could move on it. So the information is going to come in real fast for you, and you're going to have to be on the move on it. Or the information may go in, but it's going to have a time date of when you have to read to it and move real quick. It almost has the expire date. So whatever somebody's bringing to you is going to have, you will have to react quickly, interpretation, and get all the information real quick to make a move towards it. The last card you have is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups upright means, within all this, is showing that you bored, and maybe is it because you achieved your goal that you wanted to do towards the end of the year. Now you feel bored, or because maybe you haven't set something up for the next year, or maybe because of this information that's coming in, you're going to get the victory, but maybe it's showing whatever you're going to get isn't what it seemed to be. First, they make it out to be one thing, and then when you finally get it, you kind of find that it's really ho hum. It's really not moving you. So you taking a relaxed attitude towards it, or whatever somebody is offering you. And the card for love that you have is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles usually means personal abundance through hard work, but in a relationship, is showing that maybe you meet a companion who is displaying themselves as they have it all, but really when you dig up into it, they really don't have what they're talking about, or they coming at you with this angle of trying to rope you in with all the stuff they have, but you probably is finding it being real boring. It's like, okay, this is boring. Bring me something else. Just don't bring me something physical. And something like money all the time or whatever. Don't bring me something like that. I'm looking for something more mental. You want some more information on this person other than their financial doings or whatever. So, and maybe you single, you will meet somebody like that at the end of December. If you are already coupled, this is only showing that basically you went all out for the holidays and you feel unstable about the money that is left over after the Christmas holiday. Y'all made a joint decision to spend X amount of money. You probably went over your budget. Now you feeling like you went overboard, basically, as a couple. It's just showing that you don't, after everything is said and done, this may be the bills coming in real fast after the Christmas holiday, and you feel shaky about the actual abundance that you and your spouse have together after the holidays. And that's all the card means when it's comes to the holiday season and you're a couple and you make a decision to spend money on family things or making a good holiday. After everything is said and done, is always some kind of financial guilt that is attached to it, and usually this means fast bills. This means uninsured about the money that you spent on it, and everybody got it, got a happy Christmas, but it came at a cost. It came at a cost. So it's just kind of deal with that, shake it off, and then move on to the next year to do, to bring you some more abundance in your life. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Leave your comments at the bottom. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.